More than 4,000 travellers have entered Singapore since the country unilaterally opened its borders to several areas. Nearly 9,300 air travel pass applications have also been approved. Taiwan is the latest addition to the list, with travel restrictions to ease in a week. And Gwyneth Teo has been speaking exclusively to Singapore's Transport Minister.
Visitors from Australia, Brunei, China, New Zealand, Vietnam and soon Taiwan must take a COVID-19 PCR test when they touch down at Changi Airport. If they test negative, they will be allowed to move around freely without the need to serve a stay-home notice. Singaporeans are similarly allowed to travel to these areas, but this is contingent upon the entry requirements of those jurisdictions.
So, Mr. Ong, I think the first question on top of everyone's minds is when can Singaporeans go to Taiwan?
Taiwan unilaterally reduced the quarantine period for essential business traveller from Singapore. That was a couple of weeks back. So only 5 days now in a designated hotel. After that, you can move around Taiwan with a controlled itinerary. So that is the most relaxed rule they have imposed on any traveller. And which they accorded to Singapore as the lowest risk country. So with this unilateral opening, it's possible. Hopefully we'll get a bit more to and fro between the two places.
Mr. Ong adds that Singapore is open to air travel bubble arrangements with all the places it has already unilaterally opened up to. However, he says some potential partners may not be so keen at the moment with the onset of winter. Still, things could change as the seasons turn and when vaccination programs begin.
So winter is a sensitive period, so you see cases spiked up. It's not a time when they are prepared to try this. That's my sense, to try to establish an air travel bubble. So it's not just a fear of cases coming into their territory, but also a worry that they can export cases out of their territory, which will really diminish their international reputation.
Singapore and Hong Kong had planned to commence their air travel bubble in November, but that was called off when cases in Hong Kong suddenly rose. Mr. Ong says he's hopeful that case numbers there will start to diminish soon.
And I really hope that now with more rigorous testing, greater social distancing measures and restrictions, it will start to turn down. But I don't want to guess. I can just hope the very best for our partners.
On Tuesday, authorities announced that Singapore is ready to be a transshipment hub for COVID-19 vaccines. Mr. Ong has reiterated this point and explains that Singapore's capacity to handle temperature-controlled cargo is 5 times the estimated global air freight demand from vaccine deliveries.
I believe for many countries, they would prefer a direct flight, so faster delivery, but there's a limit to that. At some point, you also need a hub and spoke delivery system, which Singapore can serve for the region and the world. So I think definitely we can play a big part in vaccines delivery and distribution.